Hola, ¿qué tal, gente? Bienvenidos al canal, bienvenidos nuevamente a Lake Seasons Greetings. Continuamos el viaje de Thomas donde lo habíamos dejado el capítulo pasado. Estamos aquí en la tienda del señor Maki y lo habíamos dejado a mitad de entrega. Estamos en el lunes 30 de diciembre, estamos ya casi a lo que es Año Nuevo y la fiesta de Nochevieja. Y pues, como dije, lo habíamos dejado acá justo después de haber tenido ahí justo enfrente esa entrevista con los periodistas, ¿vale? Con Connor y su gente. Vale, entonces vamos a continuar el día de hoy con la historia, que no creo que nos quede mucho. No nos debe quedar mucho, así que vamos a continuar. Teníamos que entregar un paquete en el Moss. Un paquetillo. Vale. Vale, 500 de Lake Road. Y tenemos a... Ah, está Beth, Veo a Beth ahí dentro. Con Kay.
Hi there, ladies.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Tengo un envío para la cantina, Kay.
We got a delivery for the diner, Kay.
Great. Not from the general store, I see.
Eso encuentro que está... No sé, mal traducido, porque diner y cantina como que no es lo mismo. Para mí cantina es otra cosa. Vale, muy pesado para llevar palabras vacías. Dímelo tú, yo solo miro la dirección.
You tell me. All the information I usually need is on the address label.
Oh well. Okay, so before I leave, we had this awesome girls' night yesterday thanks to Beth. It was hilarious. When I first saw where we were going, my brain went, oh my god. And when the guy showed us what we were going to do, my brain went, oh my god! And when we started, it was so yuck, but also so cool, you know? I've never done anything like that before, and I love that
what?
I got a chance to find out. But then again, I doubt that I will ever try it again.
Ah, yes, the girls' night.
¿Qué hiciste al final? En fin, lo que sea que hagan, la noche de chicas y eso. ¿Qué
What did you
hicieron?
end up doing?
We made haggis.
¿What?
You made
¿Qué son?
whatis?
I said haggis. It's a Scottish dish made from
Ah,
sheep's liver,
hígado.
lungs, heart, and suet, all stuffed into a sheep's stomach. It's this fascinating
Ah, sí lo había
traditional
escuchado,
gourmet
sí, sí, sí,
staple
sí.
stemming from the 15th century. Would you believe? Poems have been written about it.
Por eso me parecía conocido, Qué asco, parece un chiste muy malo. Con carne me apunto. Bueno, sí, a Tomás le gusta,
Meat on top of meat? Sign me up.
I have some leftover from last night, if you're interested.
It was so gross! I'll have nightmares about zombie sheep for weeks. Bleh. Okay, hate to leave you two, but I really have to sort out this delivery ASAP. Maureen will go bananas. Talk soon. Thanks again for the great evening, Beth.
Bye.
Bye, Kay. Well, now, I really should get back to the grind as well. Those New Year's price reductions aren't going to fix themselves.
Vaya, no te envidio, nos vemos. Espera, Beth, quiero hablar contigo un momento. Espera, Beth, quería comentarte una cosa del sábado. Sí, pero no recuerdo,
Wait
¿no?
up, Beth. I want to talk to you about something.
Oh? What's on your mind?
¿Todo bien? Quería hablar de cuando viniste con el paquete el sábado.
Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Don't you worry about me, Thomas. I'm fit as a fiddle. Now, if that's all, I really need to get back to the bookstore.
Vamos, Beth, te veo muy raro últimamente. Solo me aseguraré de que todo iba bien. Vale, puede que tengas razón. Veamos
Beth,
qué dice.
Come on. You have been acting a bit strange lately.
What do you mean?
Algo no cuadra. ¿Seguro que va todo
Are
bien?
you sure there's nothing wrong?
Okay, you've got me. Can we sit down here for a bit?
Vale, aquí estoy un poco perdido, lo siento.
Heavens, I do feel a bit
¿Verdad que se
caught
iba?
out, but
por el
I
nieto?
have to admit, it does warm my heart to know that I cannot fool my friends. Well, out with it, Beth. You see, it's my eyes, Thomas. I have
Wow.
glaucoma, which means my optic nerve is deteriorating. I found out a few months ago.
Madre mía, bebé, es horrible. Oh no, ¿se lo has contado a alguien?
Oh no. Have you told anyone about it?
I haven't told Emily yet. Daniel knows. It's not that bad yet, but it's not getting any better either. The thing is, this kind of condition happens slowly. And I haven't been the fastest in getting it treated, but they can stabilize it. That's why I wasn't able to fix the parcel on my own last Saturday. And that's why I'm starting to miss a few details here and there when I'm in the store. Or asking for peas instead of beans at Christmas dinner with all of my friends of all places.
Claro, recordemos que estamos en el 85. Bueno, no sé cómo era en ese tiempo allá en Estados Unidos, pero tampoco era tan avanzado como lo es ahora, ¿eh? No te preocupes, son errores humanos. ¿Y la librería? No tenía idea. ¿Necesitas ayuda con algo?
I had no idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
It's sweet of you, but there is no need to treat me any differently. I've been going about my business as usual, first and foremost, because the deterioration is so gradual. Until I couldn't really do the little things anymore. Things like reading small print are getting difficult, which was a painful thing to accept at first. Working in the bookstore is starting to give me more issues than I'd like. Getting older. It's a strange thing, isn't it? It's like that Robert Frost poem. The afternoon knows what the morning never suspected. Doesn't mean I wouldn't mind taking a little nap in between from time to time, though.
Me pasa, a veces me supera. ¿Por eso te vas a Georgia? ¿Cuándo se lo vas a decir a Emily?
Is this why you're really leaving for Georgia? I mean, will you be able to take care of yourself in the long run?
It is a big part of why I'm leaving, yes. But at the same time, it isn't.
¿Qué quieres decir?
How's that?
What I'm trying to say is, when you really look at it, in the end, it's not all bad. You see, every limit is a beginning as well as an ending, as T.S. Eliot puts it. For me, there's really no use dwelling too much on that limit. I can't change it anymore at this point anyway. But I do have a choice in how to deal with it. Plus, Georgia has a lot to offer: museums, social clubs, and most importantly, my family.
Claro.
If you look at it like that, getting older may still feel like a cursed time, surely, but I also see each new year as a gift. An opportunity to start new adventures, explore, and have more fun. You can't take something like that for granted.
Claro, o sea, se va también, aparte de lo que nos contó, para ver todas esas cosas antes de que ya no pueda haber nada, básicamente. Me gusta esa forma de pensar. Oye, es duro, ¿eh? Entiendo. Pero siento que ahora viene una cita.
I get that. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere.
Dr. Seuss! I knew you had it in you.
Hey, the credit goes to Meredith in this case. Technically, it's her old Dr. Seuss calendar that's still hanging in our bathroom.
Well, I guess I really should be going now. Thank you once again, Thomas. I do feel better now that it's out. You're a good friend.
No, gracias a ti, Beth.
No, thank you, Beth. Bye now.
Wow, me pilla volando bajo. La verdad me pilla volando bajo. Si bien es un juego simplecito, diría que un poco más cortito y tal, igual son personajes con carisma y como que uno se encariña. Bueno, cosas de la vida, supongo. Además, como dije, estamos en el 85, la medicina todavía no era tan avanzada como lo es hoy. Y bueno, decidió irse para disfrutar y ver todo lo que pueda antes de que ya no pueda ver nada. Qué triste igual, pero bueno. Qué bonita la camioneta, ¿eh? Bien, tenemos otro día más completado, que nos quedaba solamente esto. Chido.
Hey, Thomas, have you seen Jack?
Sí, ayer por la noche en mi cocina. No. ¿Cómo te ha ido con Morgan? Jack. No.
Nope, I haven't, Frank. How did it go with Morgan?
Didn't happen yet, but I need Jack to pull it off. I'm a sitting duck right now. I'm toast if Morgan suddenly shows up.
¿Necesitas ayuda? No te preocupes, seguro que Morgan se ha ido de provilla. ¿En serio? ¿Qué es lo peor que puede pasar?
Yikes. Maybe I can help out?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. Mr. Coleman, I see you've managed to be present at the job position you're currently holding. I think it's time you and I had a little chat inside the office.
Mr. Morgan, it's so good to see you again. A little chat sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid there's an extremely urgent parcel I have to deliver right now. So stay put, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
You can stay right here, Frank. I'm sure Mr. Weiss would be happy to deliver that package for you. Right, Thomas?
Sí, señor Morgan, he terminado mi turno. Si cree que voy a hacerlo, se equivoca. Vamos a Mo y hablemoslo como adultos. Sí.
I've got a better idea. Let's just go to Moe's, have a few beers, and talk it all over like adults.
Excuse me, sir? Hi. Hello. I heard you were looking for a guy in a light blue shirt with a mustache to purchase illegal fireworks in the parking lot of the post office. Well, you found him.
Illegal fireworks? Who do you think I am?
Sir, you don't have to keep your guard up. Frank and Thomas here both know me very well, and I'm sure they won't tell a soul about what you're doing right now. So, what will it be? I've got rockets, Roman candles, fountains, sparklers. I even have barrages that'll give you a fireworks extravaganza that you won't ever forget.
I think there must be a misunderstanding here. Please, don't put Mr. Morgan in this position. If people walk by and see this, they might snitch on him and get him into trouble. He could even lose his job over this.
¿Por qué no entra para evitar curiosos? No querrá comprar fuegos artificiales.
Yeah, why don't you go inside so you can do your dealings without all these prying eyes around?
I'll tell you what will happen now. I'm going to get in my car, start the engine, drive home, and pretend I did not just spend 3 days in Providence Oaks for absolutely nothing.
Sir, if you take a left at the deer statue, you'll eventually pass my barn, and I can fill your trunk there in just 1 minute. Do you have cash on hand?
Gentlemen, I'll be back next year. Frank Coleman, your luck will run out one day.
I wouldn't bet on it. Tally ho, Morgan.
Qué grandes, ¿eh? ¿Cree que era Jack quien vendía los cohetes? Ah, bien hecho, tío, ¿sabes? Bien hecho.
Great job, fellas. Morgan will be cursing all the way home.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Enormes, ¿eh? Esos son amigos, ¿eh? Muy grandes. Residencia Weiss, el lunes en la noche.
Hello?
Evening, Thomas. It's Maureen.
Oh, hi, Maureen. If you're looking for Emily, she's at the motel right now.
I was actually looking for you, Thomas. I don't know what to do with this Nancy situation. I get so worked up just thinking about it. And that usually gets in the way of doing the right thing, you know? I need to talk to someone who's a bit more emotionally detached from the situation.
Por el problema de los descuentos y que es mala onda. ¿Qué necesitas, Maureen? No sé si soy la persona correcta. Lo siento, pero no quiero inmiscuirme. Claro, sí.
How can I help you, Maureen?
Simply put, I don't know if I should give
claro.
in to that Nancy Carlisle and her overpriced snacks, or tell that woman to take a hike. But then we'll end up with a lackluster New Year's Eve party.
Nochevieja sin aperitivos, me vale. Una fiesta es para pasarlo bien, con gente que te agrada.
A party is about having a good time with people you like. Who cares if the snacks aren't great?
That's what I'd like to think as well. But I just don't like to disappoint people.
A la gente le debería llegar con que organices una fiesta. La gente entenderá que tienes un límite.
It may not be the perfect party, but people will understand that you had to draw a line in the sand.
I think you're on to something there, Thomas. I'm not yet totally sure what I'm gonna do, but at least my mind's at ease now. Thanks for lending me your ear and advice. You're a doll.
Cosas que pasan, Maureen. De nada, estate tranquila. Sí.
You're welcome, Maureen. Take it easy.
Sí, es que igual se pasa un poco Nancy, ¿eh? ¿Para qué estamos con cosas? Vale, quedarte en casa, ver la tele. Leamos un libro. A ver, agenda. Sí, nada. Libro.
The yo-yo started out as a weapon in the Philippines during the 16th century, before being introduced to the United States as a toy in 1929. It weighed 4 pounds and had a 20-foot cord. Australian rower Bobby Pierce won the 1928 Olympic Games against 8 other competitors, even though he stopped during the race to let ducks pass in front of him.
Vale, leyendo su libro de deportes. Martes 31 de diciembre, mañana. Ok, nuevo día de entregas. Vale, todo en el centro. Tenemos uno en el Moss, carta en la casa de Jack y paquete en el motel. Chido.
Good morning, P.O. I'm starting today with the weather forecast. It will be bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last P.O. positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly. Who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note?
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
We all know P.O. is the best place. And it's, of course, all because of the people living here. And by people, I mean most of the people. The majority. More than half in any case. So, thank you for that. And let's keep it up. I've got a feeling 1986 will be a special year, and I can't wait for it to roll on. Stay safe out there today and tonight. Have a good one. Cheers. Back to the music.
Cheers. Vale, tenemos carta para el 207. Y... paquetillo acá. Aquí. 108. Vale, lo tomé, ¿no? Sí. Vale. No hay nadie. Bien, cartita. Tenemos cartita al medio también. Vale. Aquí. Vale. Bien, entonces entreguemos esta que está acá y nos devolvemos para ir por la izquierda. Aquí. En el clásico naranja, ¿eh? Qué buen auto. Muy lindo. Bien. Cuidado que... y le pegamos un abollón. Vale. Acá. Y nos quedaría... ah, 2. Y claro, ya nos vamos a las entregas. Cartita acá en la esquina. Con la corona en la puerta parece un cactus. Como la ventana es alargada. Mira cómo se ve el piso con las luces, qué bonito, Qué bonito. Vale. 102 de Pine Street. Fancy letter, Perdón, apreté R1. Eso pasa cuando entregas correo tomando café. Bien, entonces ahora tenemos paquete en el Moss y carta para Jack. Esto en el Moss debe ser para la fiesta. Cuidado. Pues si no, habemos tragedia antes de Año Nuevo. Vale, esto es 500.
Thomas, it's good to see you. Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Un placer. Es la misma respuesta, es un placer, Maureen. Para eso estamos.
Don't mention it, Maureen. Was glad to help.
I think I've made the right decision. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Ok. Me hace gracia cuando respondo y la opción de diálogo que dan es la misma que yo digo. Vale, entonces a la carta de Jack Reynolds. Genial. Chido. ¡Eh! No había fijado que está la furgo acá de las noticias. ¿Estarán entrevistando a Jack?
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're about to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
La muletilla, Ignoradme, soy una estatua. ¿Me quedo por aquí?
Should I just stand over here?
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today because I have a guest here at the Reynolds studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster. So, how long have you been doing this local show?
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
Popelín,
That's
¿qué es
a
eso?
great title. And yet this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's a... Hey, wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself. Always chasing the story, me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
So, what stories are you chasing here in PO?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old couleur locale. I must say, the people here are very friendly, and I hope the feeling's mutual. Right, Thomas? That's Thomas the mailman over there. But never mind, he's not mic'd.
Sí, y no lo llevo. Pues no empezamos bien, señor Price. Sí, ¿para qué ser mala onda?
Yes, and no, I'm not.
You don't say. Because we happen to have a little section called PO positive or pet peeve. You might have heard of it?
Can't say I have, but I do like the alliteration.
Well, Lucinda Boyle called in a pet peeve yesterday,
Cierto.
saying you were quite rude to her when she asked you for an autograph.
Well, I'm sure that was a misunderstanding. See, I must have been on a really tight schedule, because otherwise I'd do anything for a fan. That's
The price guarantee, right? Sure. Anyway, we'll be back with Connor Price, KNW 6-star reporter, right after this.
what the hell, Jack? Ambushing me like that live on air?
Relax, just joshing you a little. But I'll let you plug the heck out of this Oregon Trail thing you're filming. How's that? We'll make sure everyone in town fully cooperates with your crew in the home stretch.
Well, speaking of the home stretch, I better get back to my job as a serious broadcaster. It's been real, pal. Can you believe this guy? Sheesh.
Un reportero siendo antipático. Jack Reynolds en estado puro. No te lo tomes personal, es buen tío. Sí.
Don't take it personally, Mr. Price. Jack's a swell guy.
Huh. That's the thanks I get for stopping by amateur hour.
Sorry you had to witness that, Thomas. Made for good radio, though, while it lasted anyway. I'll see you at Moe's tonight, yeah? You don't want to miss what Frank's been cooking up.
Qué ganas, sí, sí, sí.
Can't wait. See you there.
Qué pesado, Connor, Bien, vamos a la última entrega, que es paquete para el motel. Hola, la furgo no suena, La furgo no suena, a ver. A ver si un bug. Correcto, no suena. Tenemos la furgo muteada y solamente la radio. Mira cómo interfiere un poco la señal, Esos son detallitos muy top. A ver, esperemos de nuevo. Que es un juego chiquito, es un indie, ¿vale? Pero... no, está muteada, está roto. Son detallitos que no cambiaría nada la experiencia de juego, pero es muy top. Que era típico, bueno, yo lo viví porque como nací en los 90s, el tema radio, por ejemplo, la tele, yo me acuerdo que a veces sobre todo la tele, corría un poco de viento y la antena moría y la tele se veía del asco y tenías que correrla, acomodarla y tal, y era un drama importante. Bueno, y la radio lo mismo, Sonaba los típicos, ese crujido. Interferencia, mejor dicho, Vale. Tenemos nuestra furgo mute. Ah, es que es furgo eléctrica, por eso. Por eso no suena. Vale. Paquetillo. Uop.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
I should have a new booking system ready in a few weeks.
Ah, que no es para él. ¿Y para quién es? Ah, debe ser para... Era el 2, ¿cierto? Ah, es para Connor. No. El traje de Gabriel. Toc Toc, servicio de trajes de Provi, entrega especial para el señor G. Serrano.
Special delivery for a Mr. G. Serrano.
¿No?
He's not in.
Se lo debería dejar a Ilsa entonces. Podría dejarle en la recepción, supongo. ¿Y si lo cuelgo en el pomo?
I
Sí.
should probably leave it with Ilsa then. Room 9.
Chido. Nueve acá. Servicio de trajes de Provi. ¿Recogerías esto de la habitación 2? No,
Knock,
top.
knock.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, is that Gabriel's tux?
Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the Weiss guarantee.
¿Se está bañando?
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then, I'll...
Por eso. Vaya, ¿te veo en Mo? Vaya, parece que alguien está pasando un buen año nuevo. Vaya, me encanta esa canción.
Well...
Great. So... See you tonight at the diner. Oh, and... Thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
Lo logramos. Bueno, Gabe lo logró, ¿eh? Nosotros solamente dimos un buen consejo. Oregon Trail. Vale. Uop. Un traguito de café mientras manejamos. Entonces hoy toca fuegos artificiales en el Moss con Frank y toda la gente. ¿Será que el juego se acaba en Año Nuevo? Probablemente. Quiero creer, ¿eh? Aunque, como dije, la agenda tiene... Perdón, tiene hasta el 5. Pero, pues... no sabremos qué pasa. Quizás hagan un salto temporal hasta cuando se vayan a Florida. Puede ser. Y se vea a Meredith llegar. Estaría top. Tenemos zorrito. Ah, mira, no me fijé, ¿eh? Estoy tan acostumbrado que ya suena la furgo. Estoy tan mecanizado repartiendo el correo que ya no me había fijado. Y aquí. Chido. Residencia de los Weiss. Martes noche. Noche vieja. Hola.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
Trabaja mucho esta
We've got
mujer,
4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late.
¿Va a ser algún sitio a celebrarlo? Ah, ¿habéis entregado a su tiempo?
Did
Preguntémosle,
you
¿eh?
guys make the deadline?
Thanks, Dad. Yep. And we're all a bit drained, but still in one piece. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A kung fu tournament? On New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game. But Tess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not gonna break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
Personalmente soy más de Navidad. Pero igual está bien el año nuevo, ¿eh? No es como para hacerle el quite, por así decirlo. Te entiendo perfectamente, Meredith. No, lo celebraremos por todo lo alto.
It won't. We'll have a good old party and start the new year with a bang. And that hangover will clear up in no time with a New Year's Day walk in the snow.
Shall I remind you of this when you're curled up on the couch under a blanket? Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening, and a Happy New Year. Love you.
Ven, a celebrar.
My beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute? First of all, welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party at the last minute. So if you feel like the snack situation isn't up to standard, you're right. But we do have enough tater tots, french fries, potato wedges, and potato pancakes to feed the entire village. Thank you so much for that, Jack. And thank you all for coming. Cheers to a great evening.
Lo resolvió.
It isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
In the flesh.
Hi, Thomas.
Bonito traje, Gabriel. Llevo con Witchcraft pegado todo el día. Toda una historia de amor lo vuestro, ¿eh?
Looking like a genuine love story, you two. Seems like you're headed towards a very happy 1986.
Yep, and a happy 1987, hopefully. 1988, maybe?
89, 90, 91, happily ever after, until we discover I'm terminally ill and die in your arms.
Elsa, that's horrible.
It's also the plot of Love Story, you big doofus.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Hola, Connor. Hola, señor Price. Me alegro de verle, hombre.
Ah, good to see you, man. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Elsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him?
What?
They tip generously, though. Oh, is
Bueno.
that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served. Would you believe?
¿Qué haremos sin esos datos fascinantes? Creo que nunca la he oído. Haggis, ¿eh? De ahí viene el taller.
Honestly,
Claro, sí.
Beth, I don't know how we'll get by without these fascinating facts when you're gone.
Well, I will still be selling sets of encyclopedias at the store for a few more months if you need them. I'll cut you a nice deal.
Only if you'll help load them into my truck.
All joking aside, my friends, now that a new year is upon us, I feel a moment of thanks is in place. I know I've kept my situation from you for a while, but now that it's out in the open, I honestly don't know why I didn't share it with you sooner. Pride, I suppose, but I feel so much better now. So thank you, my friends.
Para eso estamos.
That's what we're here for.
Glad we could be there for you, Beth. And thank you for opening us to it. We'll always be there for you. But you have to let us in first. I hope you'll remember that when you're in Georgia.
Definitely. In fact, it's my new resolution for 1986. Along with letting go and seeing where life takes me. What about you, Emily? Any resolutions?
Well, less work and more fun, I suppose. Now that this guy Matt is joining the motel, I am looking forward to a bit more quality time. What about you, honey?
Me vendrían bien unas buenas vacaciones. Me gustaría visitar a Meredith el año que viene. Lo que más deseo es pasar otro año contigo, cariño. Sí, seamos románticos.
Another year with you is all I could ever hope for, dear.
Oh, I love you too, Big Bear.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
Espero que eso sea bueno, igualmente, Beth. Y nosotros nos aseguraremos de que te acuerdes.
We'll be sure to bring ourselves to mind.
We sure will. We'll stay in touch. And like you said at Christmas dinner, even if the reasons for change are sometimes out of our hands, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention, folks! It's showtime! If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her. I am going to miss Bethany.
So will I.
Los paquetes para la librería siempre me alegraban.
Seeing a parcel addressed to the bookstore always brightened my mood.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic. Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time. And now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Está bien tener algo a lo que anticiparse. Me gusta recordar todo lo que ha pasado.
I like to take my time and reminisce about all the things that happened.
Oh, yes. We should appreciate what we have a bit more. And don't just let life pass us by without noticing. So let's enjoy the here and now. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year. But we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband. And now I need a glass of champagne.
I'll drink to that. And to you. And all the good things the new year will bring us. Maureen, I need champagne. For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
A ver los fuegos artificiales.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we getting this?
Somebody check on Frank.
¿Explotó? Frank explotó. Miércoles 1 de enero, mañana. Chale. A ver. Frank, ¿estás bien, amigo?
That sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution. And he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although unfortunately the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them on tape, take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-OK.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-OK.
It's just, we help each other out. And there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean. Back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for. But I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world. Sue me.
And where everyone has a story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to say it best.
Here, a goodbye never has to be a farewell.
Indeed.
Qué bonito,
Providence Oaks, like so many other places in our great state of Oregon, is a small town with a big heart.
Garantía
This is
Price.
Connor Price, KNW6, P.O.
Gracias a ti por jugar. Qué grandes. Qué bonito, ¿eh? Qué bonito este Season's Greetings. Bueno, guapos, guapas. Hasta acá este Lake Season's Greetings. Muy lindo, muy precioso. Muy especial, muy navideño, muy de fiestas, tal cual dice su nombre. Y pues lo he disfrutado mucho, lo he disfrutado mucho, mucho, mucho. Es más cortito claramente que el juego base. Creo que van a quedar unos 4 videos y este va a ser más cortito que los otros. Pero es muy genial. Es igual de disfrutable que el anterior y... Igual que lo dije en el juego base, es un título no para todo el mundo, porque acá te vienen a contar una historia más que hacerte jugar y más que colocar un montón de mecánicas, ¿vale? Quieren contarte historias simples de un pueblecito, vidas reales, comunes y corrientes, y una historia que perfectamente podría pasarle a cualquier persona, ¿vale? Como vemos, fuimos Thomas, cartero, Meredith, que vino de vacaciones, por así decirlo, a reemplazar a Thomas mientras estaban en Florida, y pues cosas que pasan en la vida real. Pero muy top el videojuego, muy simplecito, livianito de sangre y muy especial también. Personalmente me gustaría ver otra parte, un Lake 2 quizás un poquito más grande, con más cositas, más historias que contar. Estaría muy genial y me lo he pasado muy bien. Es muy divertido, se ve muy bien. Es un juego que te entra mucho por la vista. Lo comenté un montón de veces, que tiene un apartado visual muy muy top. Y sobre todo este Seasons Greetings, que por el tema nieve, el tema Navidad, Año Nuevo, entra un montonazo por la vista y se disfruta muchísimo. Gracias por gastar un poquito de su tiempo por acá en el canal. Espero que lo hayan disfrutado tanto como yo. También agradecerle a la gente de Keymailer por enviarme hasta aquí con el Lake clásico más este Seasons Greetings. Y también a la gente de Gamius, que tuve que comunicarme con ellos por lo que es la música, porque me dio un par de problemillas con los derechos de autor, pero pues me contacté con ellos directamente y solucionado. Y fueron muy amables, muy buena onda, no se demoraron nada en ayudarme y muy agradecido de ellos también. Dudo que vean esto, pero muchas gracias por eso. Así que nada, nos despedimos de Thomas, nos despedimos de Providence Oaks. Ojalá en algún futuro podamos ver alguna otra parte de este Lake. Los desarrolladores, por favor, los de Gamius y Whitehorn Games, puedan hacer otra, bueno, tengan intención de hacer otra entrega que, como dije, personalmente me gustó bastante. Así que dejamos hasta acá todas estas aventuras e historias por Lake. Como siempre, abajo un comentario si es que se lo desean, darle un buen like al vídeo si que les gustó, siempre se agradece. Si no, me dejan su dislike, que para eso está. Y pues invitados quedan a las aventuras que tenemos activas actualmente por aquí en el canal de YouTube, y pues a las nuevas que se vendrán próximamente. Gracias por estar, guapos, cuídense mucho y nos vemos por acá en el canal. Saludos a todos, cuídense. Adiós.